Good morning, and I am the Angry Cook. Just a quick reminder, Saturday, October 9th, 2001, 6:30 Eastern, we're in daylight time, Eastern time, the United States, yada, 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 whatever it is. We'll be going live, don't know how long, probably 10, 15 minutes maybe. Going to do some question and answer. I've got a couple of questions for you that you'll be able to respond to. A major announcement on merchandise, which I'm not wearing, and some tips and some likes and dislikes. Hopefully you'll like it. Tune in. We'll see you then. All right, so we're going to take and get our meat ready. It's going to go in the oven for about 3.5 hours, 2.5 hours, 1.5 hours. Okay, so we're going to get our meat ready. It's got to go in the oven for 3.5 hours at 275. So what we want to do, did I say beef? I said meat? It's pork shoulder regardless. Beef, Boston butt, pork shoulder. Same thing. Remember, boys and girls, fat and flavor. So, don't get ugly with the fat. We're going to want to cut this into about 2-inch slices. Nice and tight. 9 by 13 dish, if I didn't say that already. Now we're going to cut our onion. Beep, beep. I'm sorry. This is not an onion, it's a, never mind. If you can get a sour orange, it's better. This is just what I can get. Squeeze the orange on top. And then tuck the rind inside with it. Give off lots of nice olive, Jesus. Whatever this is. Orange oils, that's what it is. Okay. One more ingredient. I'm going to cut large onion. This is all being disposed of except for the pork and the juices afterwards, so don't get anal about it. Quarter. We're going to save a quarter for later. Save a half, beg your pardon. Let's cut that down a little more so we get some in here. This is for flavor. So, surface area matters a little bit. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, there we go. Just check real quick. Okay, we have to put some salt in it. Okay, we're going to season this with about a tablespoon, beg your pardon, of kosher salt. A little more than that because, again, and we talked about this before, kosher salt takes a little more to get it done. We're going to put in 2 bay leaves. When it's quiet. There it is. Okay. If you've been around babies, you know when it's quiet, it's danger. Crack a cinnamon stick in like 3 or 4 pieces, whatever. Include that also with the dish. And hang on a second. All right, prices are ready. 4 cloves of garlic too. We want garlic. Try to edit this one so I don't look like such a dope. Okay, we're going to pour about a 1/4 cup of vegetable oil over the top of this, which is about that. Then we're going to put it in the oven and let it go. A little more prep work, part of our toppings that are going to go on this little bad boy. We got a medium onion, a little less, smaller one if you don't like onion as much. And we're going to take and combine it with a little bit of cilantro. I think I'm only going to use half of this because I think it's just too big. And you don't hear me saying that too often, believe me. Especially about onion, because I like onion a lot. Garlic and jalapeno are for later. For something else. Something else. Cut you in half. We want to finely dice our tomato, our onion. My daughter's knives are beautifully dull. Awawa. Run our plate through those a couple more times. Good decision, half an onion was fine. As I said, if you like onion, knock yourself out. Wow. Woo, 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 woo. And another country hard from. Two of them, the puppy and my granddaughter are back there competing against who's gonna holler the loudest. You up there a little bit. We only need about half a cup of this. We're gonna chop up some more for just more roughly later. Remember, for something like this, there's a lot of flavor in the stems. Don't remove all the leaves and leave the stems. If you got big hunks, knock yourself out, or really big ugly ones. That's all right, but remember the flavor. So we're going to try to finely chop these also. I got nobody around me, I'm shocked. Not even Jerry. broccoli with your hands. We're going to cover this with plastic wrap and throw it in the fridge. And that's it for that step. We're almost there. Alright, coming time for some more prep work. We have 1.5 pounds of tomatillos here. We have a couple of cloves of garlic. We have jalapeno. We're going to use half of this seeded and the ribs taken out. We're going to put the rest of the onion in. We're going to quarter that. My assistant here is taking care of the tomatillos and doing a great job. That's right. Good job. You're doing a good job, buddy. We're going to eat those. Yes, you are. You're going to try one, aren't you? Okay, let's wash your hands and then see what Mommy, you run upstairs and see what Mommy wants. Okay, here, I'll give you that then. There you go. Alright, there we go. 1.5 pounds of tomatillos. 2/4 half of a large onion, a couple of cloves of garlic, jalapeno to your, as much as you like. This will go into the boiler until they're charred nicely in the pot with the broth from here. We're going to separate the fat and the broth. The broth will go in here, the fat will go back on the pork to be shredded. Everything that's in with the pork is going to be discarded except for the pork. And we're almost home free. So we'll see you in a little bit. Alright, we've chopped up some more cilantro, put it on the table as a side. We're going to add our drippings into there. This is not quite ready yet. I'm kind of skipping ahead because of some time constraints I have here. You should do this after about 3.5 hours. I'm putting this in the broiler, the tomatillos, etc. to char. Alright, our tomatillos have done well. Oh. They're hot. Imagine that. Papa. Not yet, Brady, please. Papa. We're placing it in the pot with the pork stock, which is what I'm going to call it because that's probably the best explanation for it. And we're pouring the rest of the stuff in with it. Everything's on the tray. Any juices, whatever. You're doing a good job, buddy. Okay, it says to add water to within 1 inch of the top, and I think we're in good shape with just stock, which is excellent. I hate adding plain water to anything because I just think it takes the taste out of it. At least in my opinion, anyway. I gotta find which one of these suckers is a real surface. We're gonna bring that up to a boil, and we're gonna simmer. We're gonna bring it to a boil, bring it down to a simmer, and cook it till everything's tender, about 10 minutes, give or take. Rice doesn't count because that's not really part of what we're doing, but there it is. We have 24 soft taco shells. They call them, Goya calls them fajitas. Alexa, stop. So we're gonna let our pork go a little bit more. 3.5 hours, like I said. We're going to shred the pork, then we're going to pour a pork fat over top. And we'll be back in a bit. Okay, we've disposed of all the orange and the hell else was in there? The cinnamon stick and the onion. We're shredding this right now in a fork, taking out any big hunks of fat. And we're just about ready to pour the fat back in here. And this is going to be blended with our immersion blender for our salsa. And we're just about done. So when I'm done shredding this, which is a real pain in the ass, we'll be back in a minute.
Tell him, Jake.
All right.
Federally.
Let's add the fat back to this guy. We're going to mix that all in nicely. If fat grosses you out, remember something. 75% of the flavor in meat is in the fat, not in the meat itself, so get over it. Homosassa. Now we're going to blend our tomatillas. All right, we're going to put this back to the chinois to strain all the extra stuff out. All right, now we're going to assemble one and show you what you're missing that you won't be missing if you make this. We're going to put a little bit of poke. We're going to put a little bit of cilantro, onion, a little bit of the salsa. Can you bring me a lime wedge, please?
Yeah.
And then squeeze a little bit of lime on top.
And cilantro.
Holy crap. It's even better than I thought it would be. This, boys and girls, is a treat. You could have saved a little bit of the reserve liquid and soaked these lightly and then toasted them off also. But that's awesome. Try this one. See you next time on The Angry Cook.